Any fashion designer will tell you, the right design communicates something powerful to all observers. The right outfit can help us express many facets of our personalities, sometimes even more than mere words. Although sometimes we choose our clothing to intentionally hide what lies beneath.
Hey! Listen, I can't talk too long, but basically there's a little work left to do on your dress. Come by sometime and we'll talk about it, okay?
Ah, you're here. So now that you're here, I have good news and bad news for you. Which would you rather hear first? The good news is that since I haven't made the dress yet, you get the chance to customize it to your liking. Each color of the spectrum conveys a different set of ideas and emotions. And lucky you, you get to choose the color of the dress. The other girls didn't get to have this much input, you know. So, do you know which colors you want? So what color did you want the dress? Great, I'll make a note of that. And now for the bad news. The bad news is that I don't have all of the right fabric I want to use for the dress. I've been looking all over and contacting everyone I know trying to get a hold of a really unique luminescent textured fabric, but I can't find it. And expensive, too. It's absolutely necessary that I have it. Maybe you'll have better luck finding it than me. But then again, the only people that would have access to it would be the ones that have that kind of money to spend on their clothes. And there aren't too many devoted fashion plates out in the middle of suburbia, I imagine.
Hey, I heard you were looking for something. Word has a way of getting around. You know how that can be. Listen, I talked with Daniel. He told me what you were looking for, and I think I can help you out. Come over and we can have a chat and maybe we can work something out. Great. See you. What now, Carlos?
Are you going to tell me what you plan on preparing for the potluck, or what?
Preparing? Carlos, sweetie, why would you assume I would prepare anything for this potluck dinner?
Look, I just need you to do this, okay? It would mean a lot to me.
I'm serious, Carlos.
I really don't think it's too much to ask.
No, you know how I feel about the kitchen. I always like it shiny, clean, and elegant, which means no one should actually use the oven or stovetop. That's why God invented home delivery.
Beautiful on the outside, empty inside. Huh. Why does it remind...
Carlos, do you really think mocking me is the way to get me to do...
Come on, Gabby. How long does it take to cook one dish? A couple of hours at the most. You've got more than enough time on your hands. Mama wouldn't have had any problem with this, you know.
Do not bring your mother into this, Carlos.
I'm just saying there are certain things a woman should be able to do in her own home, and this is one of... Come on, these people are all business contacts. It's important for my career. We both know that when my career is going well, things tend to trickle down to you. Little things like diamonds.
Perhaps I was being too harsh.
You'll come around.
Glad you could make it. I'll save us some time and cut to the chase. That's good to hear. Listen, I want to help Daniel out. When I was modeling full-time, I worked with a number of really... And a lot of times, after the show was over, I had the habit of keeping some of the dresses I modeled. Just the ones that were my favorites. I'm not greedy, you know. Well, if you want to get all technical, but that's not the point. One of the dresses is made entirely of the fabric that you and Daniel have been scrambling all over town. I suggest we make a deal. Nothing like that, trust me. I like men far too much. I was thinking more of a trade. I give you the dress, and you help me out of my situation. You overheard our little discussion, right? It's a simple trade. You prepare a nice dish for me to take to Carlos's... Listen, that dress is just taking up space in my closet. So if you can just bring me a nice... Great! The dinner's coming up soon. A little too soon if you ask. Don't mess up. If you bail on me, I'll be forced to hire a caterer, and that usually costs around $500. No, caterers cost money. So, break an egg. Hey, what's going on? If you really want something from a man, you have to be willing to fight below the belt, if you know what I mean. There's usually a zip... Look, honey, women have been using that particular technique since biblical times.
Where's your gardener? My wife has a thing for gardeners, and something in my gut tells me she's with him. If I find him with Gabrielle, I'm going to chop off his fingers first, then his tongue. Then I'll get... Thanks. Hello. It's nice to see you again. I'm just happy to see you. I get the feeling you're an authentic person. I like being around people like that. I don't like it when people pretend to be something they're not, you know? What you just said, it reminded me of something. It's too embarrassing to talk about. You don't understand. It's embarrassing. Thanks for understanding. We'll talk another time. Hello. Did you need something? So what can I do for you? That's very funny. But you should be careful. I might get the wrong idea and think you're not joking. You are aware that I'm a happily married man, right? Don't mention her name again. All I... Whew. Boy, that was some awesome erotic action there. Anytime you want to get together, I'll be here waiting for you.
So tell me, are you ready to hold up your end of the deal? And this is yours. It's a pleasure doing business with you. This reminds me of the old days. Except instead of sushi in the green room, we have Breeze muffins. But at least I get to see my picture in print again. And it's finally for a good reason. Usually when Wisteria Lane is in the news, it's not exactly a happy... It's the truth. Anyway, let me give you some tips about how these fashion shows usually turn out. These shows are always madhouses. I'm sure Daniel could use some help. At the same time, there's always someone that, for one reason or another, wants to see the show fail. I doubt there's anyone like that around here, but you should keep a lookout anyway. As for me, I'll be too busy prepping for the show. Gotta perfect the walk, the attitude, modeling. So, that's the fashion industry for you. Well, it's never boring, that's for sure. I hope your dress turns out well. See you in the show. Let me know what you think about this. Hello. I don't kiss and tell. Maybe I should rephrase that. I don't have sex in my hot tub and tell. That's tame. Carlos and I have done it in some crazy places. There was that building stairwell with a flashlight during a power outage. Under the table at the Park Avenue restaurant. Oh, and the restroom at the football stadium. I had to throw out that dress. Ugh. But the best place was on an airplane. Carlos likes to say he took my mile-high virginity. That's enough kissing and telling for one day.